Hey everybody, Legit Shooter here. Today I wanted to share a story of how I ended up in jail for one night. So I was young. I would say I was about 17, and I had gotten kicked out of my mother's house because I was bad in school. I was gang related, person. We used to claim, well, my friends used to be in a gang called Latin Kings, LK. If you guys know about this, it's a huge gang. It all started, I believe, in Chicago, but I'm not gonna go into details because it's stupid. So, anyways, I moved with a whole bunch of friends, a bunch of youngsters. We used to live in this trailer. Now they used to be real, Latin Kings members, and they were my friends, so people seeing me hanging out with them, they would think that I was one of them, but I was not. They were my friends, but I was not. Of course, I will do and I will go with them everywhere, kind of. We used to have this black long Chevy. I think it was like a 89 Oldsmobile. It was black. It had some airbags. We used to cruise around the neighborhood, all girls looking at us, but it was pretty fun, and at the same time it was kind of stupid. I had my bad and my good moments back then with those guys. But I remember one day we met these girls at the county fair, and we get close to them. We start talking and stuff like that. Now the girls were 16 and we were 17. You know, think they were like daddy's girls and stuff like that because we try to go out with them to the movies, and the first thing they would say, my dad won't let us out that late. So we tell the girls, hey, why don't y'all sneak out the house? We'll pick you up at around 9, 10, depends what time your dad and mom goes to sleep. So we wait for the day to go by. The night has finally arrived, and we called them. We agreed we're gonna meet it, or who we gonna pick up first, and how we gonna do it. So then, my friend, he's been drinking about 6, 7 beers. There was alcohol in his head already, and he always used to carry this 9 millimeter gun in the car. Now he opened a hole by the door panel, and it was a nice spot to hide the gun. So we went to pick up the girls. First we went to pick up the girl I was gonna make out with. Then we picked her up and we said, hey, is your friend coming? And as soon as I asked her that, she made a face, and I knew something was going on, and I was like, what, she's not coming? And she said, well, I don't know. I think she's scared now. I don't think she's gonna go. Let me call her. So I let her borrow my phone. She calls the girl. Nothing happens. She doesn't pick up the phone. And I said, what now? And my friend is with me, and he's being patient. He's being, he's getting mad because he's not gonna have a date. And on top of that, he has been drinking, so he gets even madder because he has alcohol in his head. And so I said, well, let's go. Let's drive by her house. Maybe you can knock on her window, see what happens. Maybe she'll come out, or maybe she can't hear her phone at the moment. So then we go by her house. My girl gets out of the car. She walks through the window. She knocks on the door. On the window, my bad. And so the girl, pulls up the blinds. She said, hey, what's going on? I don't even know what they said to each other. But then my girl came to the car, and she said she's gonna come out. Just give her a couple minutes. So they went waiting, outside in the car, and nothing happens. 5 minutes go by, nothing happens. 10 minutes go by, nothing happens. So then I tell my girl, hey, why don't y'all go and see what happened? And she goes to the window, she knocks again, the girl comes out. She said, um, I think that she told her that she wasn't gonna go because she came back to the car and she said she's not coming out. So then my friend, turns the car on, turns around, and his window is straight up facing the girl's window, and he pulls the 9 millimeter and he shoots at the window, or he shoots at the wall, that had the window, and he just took off, man. We were really scared. I don't know if he had shot the girl. So we took off and we get to where we were gonna go. We didn't even go to the movies. We just went to the house. I couldn't even do nothing with that girl. I remember me being scared. My friend fell asleep. I told my girl to keep calling the girl's cell phone. She couldn't answer. I remember my girl, or my ex, whatever, she looked at me and she said, what if he shot her? And I said, I don't know, but we're all in this together. And so my phone started ringing, and I picked up, and it was the girl's mom. It was the girl's mom that was calling. And she told us, what have you done? And I said, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I said, ma'am, I'm sorry. It wasn't me. My friend, he had the gun in the car. I didn't know he had it. I didn't know he was going to do that. And she hung up the phone. Now, she was very upset, very mad. I was very nervous that it didn't even occur to me to ask her if her daughter was okay. So then the day goes by, the night, we go back to sleep. We go to sleep around 3 in the morning. We wake up the next day, and I took the girl home really early, like around 6, because she had to catch the bus around 7:30. So I take her home. The day goes by. She tells me, hey, are you gonna come pick me up tonight? I'm gonna sneak out with you. And I said, okay. At that time I didn't have no car. It was my friend's car, the one we were driving. But I said, okay, I'll pick you up. And I remember I was very nervous during the whole day that she was in school. She called me from school around 3:30. That's the time they get off school. And she said, the girl's mom came to the school. She's okay. Nothing happened to her. The bullet went underneath her pillow. Not, in the bottom of the pillow, but it went through the bed, the bottom, bottom piece of the bed. And I said, I'm glad she's okay. Now, the fact that we did that, because I was in there, so I'm part of it. The fact that we did that, they called the cops on us. They had an investigator look for us. And I guess we didn't want to turn ourselves in. So we were hiding from the cops. Now the cops came to the house. They looked everywhere. They couldn't find us. So if you guys want to hear more about this story, leave a comment below. And I'll finish the story and I'll tell you guys how it ended. Peace out.